Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee and if you're new around here, I like to share all about how to live an intentional and purpose-driven life that is cozy, creative, and magical. And today we're going to do that by whipping up a batch of my favorite calm and cozy hot cocoa. I have been obsessed with this recipe. I've had it probably every single night for like the last month. But this ain't just your regular old Swiss Miss kind of hot chocolate, no way. This also has medicinal benefits as well as some mental health benefits, making this the perfect calm and cozy hot cocoa to warm you during the rest of these long, cold winter nights. Now, because this hot chocolate uses a lot of ingredients like cocoa powder or turmeric that are, powdery and take a while to be absorbed by the milk, I like to add these in while the pot is off the burner, while the milk is still cold, just so that they can incorporate a little bit while I whisk them without the risk of the milk boiling over or burning. Once that's incorporated a little bit, then I turn on the heat. So the first few ingredients we're gonna add without the heat. The very first ingredient for this hot cup of magic is going to be 1 cup of milk, your milk of choice. I like to use 2%. However, I have made this also with coconut milk and it's just as delicious in my opinion. The next ingredient is going to be 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. As I'm prepping my next ingredient to show you, I have to kind of laugh at myself because using these glass dishes, I feel like I'm such a professional on like one of those cooking shows. Isn't this so much more aesthetic than this? It really is though. All right, our next ingredient is what's gonna heat things up. It adds a little bit of warmth and spice, not like hot spicy, but like spicy, you know what I mean? That's going to be 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Gorgeous. I love how vibrant it is. I know a lot of people dye fabrics with turmeric as well. I have dyed my fabric yellow using onion skins, but I do think later on this year I want to try using turmeric. So as I mentioned before, the turmeric is really what's going to be giving us the medicinal benefits from this hot chocolate. And that is because turmeric contains curcumin, not 100% how to pronounce that. It is an anti-inflammatory compound, which has been linked to a lot of health benefits in the body, including soothing inflammation, providing relief from symptoms like a sore throat or congestion, and has also been shown to reduce anxiety. So because the turmeric is not as easily absorbed by the body, it's what they say like fast entry, fast exit, so it just kind of flows through you unless you use something like black pepper to allow it to be absorbed by the body. So we're just gonna use a pinch of this. Or, a twist. We're gonna use a crank of this. Okay, so with the more dry ingredients added, we're gonna start whisking in order to incorporate those into the milk a little bit more before we turn on the heat. And at this point, it's about halfway absorbed into the milk. It's looking a little bit muddy. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the heat to a medium-low heat. And then I'm gonna continue whisking from there to incorporate everything. It's a good idea to have the rest of your ingredients already prepared, ready to go before you pop it in, because at this point you're gonna wanna kind of babysit your hot chocolate so that it doesn't boil over. We are going to go ahead and add in our next ingredient, which is 2 teaspoons of coconut oil. Then you just go ahead and whisk that in until incorporated. And then next we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of honey. I like doing this right after the coconut oil because then the oil just helps it slide out a little bit easier. So honey is not only going to be our sweetener for this drink, but it's also going to infuse this hot chocolate with antimicrobial properties, and it also contains antioxidants. It's also going to help coat the throat and form a protective layer, so if you're feeling a little bit sore, this can help. Next thing we're gonna throw in is a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. This is optional, but one great benefit of the vanilla is that it actually acts to enhance the chocolate flavor. So especially since with the turmeric and the pepper, this is a more earthy hot chocolate, I like to add in the vanilla so that you get more of that, classic cocoa flavor. Speaking of that cocoa flavor, the next ingredient and the final ingredient is going to be a 1/4 cup of dark chocolate chips. Now, as I said before, the higher the cacao content in the chocolate that you're using, the more medicinal benefits you're going to glean from it. But the antioxidants found in dark chocolate not only help to kind of boost the immune system in shielding your body against oxidative stress, but studies have shown that people who consume more dark chocolate tend to report less symptoms of depression. So, I mean, we're getting the anti-anxiety from the turmeric, we're getting anti-depression from the chocolate. Yeah, we're feeling calm and cozy. At this point, I like to lower the heat a little bit, and then you're just gonna wanna whisk it until all of those chocolate chips have melted down. Your hot chocolate should turn a darker color because of those chocolate chips. At this point, I also like to lift up the pan a little bit just to check and make sure that there's no chocolate chips still melting at the bottom. And this looks like it's just about ready. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the flavor profile of this hot chocolate, because like I said, this isn't just like your typical Swiss Miss kind of hot cocoa. It's not overwhelmingly sweet, which is great if you're somebody who doesn't really like super sugary drinks, especially if you drink this as often as I do, which is like all the time. But what makes this so addictive is that the more that you drink it, like the further down your cup you go, a lot more of that chocolate flavor really comes out. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. By the way, all of the ingredients and steps necessary for making this calm and cozy hot cocoa are going to be on a little recipe card that you can download and print off and save for future use. That will be linked in the description box below. I hope you're as excited to try it as I am to share it with you. And if you do give it a go, let me know in the comments how you liked it and if you added your own special twist. I'm always looking for different ways to mix up recipes, so I will definitely love to hear that below. If you enjoyed making hot chocolate with me today, then please feel free to go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you can see even more cozy videos for the hearth and home like this one. And if you made it this far into the video, please feel free to let me know what your go-to cozy beverage during the winter time is. I was a solid coffee girl, but since I'm trying to decrease my caffeine, this has become my go-to. I love you and appreciate you so much for watching. And I especially want to give a shout out to my Patreon patrons. Without your support, I could not make videos like this. So thank you for helping me do what I love. I'll catch you over in the next video. And until next time, stay cozy, stay creative, and stay magical, my loves. Bye.